everybody. Today's video is the 50 facts about me tag, and I was tagged by my friend Chloe Morello. Love you, Chloe. And I thought that this was such a cool idea. So here is 50 random facts about me. My socks never match. I used to be a huge theater nut. I was a musical theater kid, and I was in Anne of Green Gables and West Side Story and what was it called? Friday Night Fever, I think it was. But yeah, I love musical theater. I am a natural blonde. I'm just not this blonde. I prefer cats to dogs. I love taking baths. I am a huge bath nut. The only problem is when I have on fake tan, I get scared to go in the bath because then it will come off a lot faster. In elementary school, I forced kids to call me Chris. And I also forced them to call me Icebox. I don't know why. I think it was because of that really weird, was it a football movie where the girl was like all butch and wanted to be called Icebox? I don't know. I just thought it was the coolest thing, so I asked everybody to call me that. Nobody did, except for like 2 people, and they still call me that to this day. I prefer iPhone to BlackBerry, and yes, I have had both. I wore headgear. My favorite flower is peonies. I don't see any issue with being naked. I am a very open person, and I don't see what the big deal is in boobs or butts or anything else that way. I have gone to nude beaches before, and I don't really find that weird. I love nighttime. I don't know why, I just feel really comforted in the dark. When I was in elementary school, I chopped off all my hair and I almost had a buzz cut. This was definitely around the call me Chris stage. I'm a pretty messy person, which is kind of funny because I'm very OCD about some things. Like in my closet, clothes have to be color coordinated, and they also need to be like tank tops first and then shirts with like sleeves and then long sleeves. But for some reason, the rest of my house is a complete mess like 80% of the time. I'm 5'6½". I am the world's biggest procrastinator. If you give me something to do, I will wait until absolute last minute to do it, and it is something that I have been trying to work on my entire life, and I have never seen any success. I eat a plant-based diet. I was the Harry Potter kid in school. I was a Potterhead. I threw Harry Potter parties before every single movie premiere, and all my friends had to just go along with it. Majority of them hated it, but I would drag them out of school in the last couple blocks to go and sit in front of the line at the movie theater so that we got good seats. And I did this for years. I used to dress up in competitions, which I did win some, by the way. I used to make like full-blown Quidditch brooms. I was that kid in school. I'm pro-cannabis. I once bought a ticket to Jimmy Eat World and I never went. And I'm so sad about that. My mom had ended up booking me a flight at the exact same time on the same day, and I wasn't able to go to the concert. So my poor ticket sat up on my bulletin board, never to be used. I'm slightly afraid of ducks and geese and birds. I was attacked by a duck once, and it was not a very good experience, to say the least. All my family calls me Sussa. I couldn't say my name when I was really little, so I changed Karissa to Sussa. So Sus or Sussa is my nickname. I once wanted goldfish really bad, so I got a huge tank and I set it all up, and I bought like 17 of them, and they all died in 24 hours. I've never had fish since. I bruise like a peach. I used to work labor. I can pour concrete, drive a forklift, I can drive a truck if I have to, and a loader, and not very many people know that about me. My favorite ice cream is Ben & Jerry's Half-Baked, partially because of the name, but partially because it is the best thing in the entire world. I've never broken a bone, knock on wood. I used to have black hair. I've had LASIK eye surgery. I get hangry, and by hangry, I mean hungry angry. So when I get hungry, I get really hella cranky. I don't like going clubbing. I never have, I've never been a big drinker, and it just doesn't really appeal to me. I used to live alone in Vancouver. When I met Glenn, I had brown hair and blue eyes. I had this pair of blue contacts that I wore all the time. I grew up in a pretty small town. There's only 17,000 people, and everybody knows everybody. It's very much like a retirement town slash small starter family town. I always take my Snuggie to the movie theater. I am a huge crier. Oh my goodness, it's just terrible. Like, I see a sad commercial, I'll cry. I've been in the movie theater sobbing before, like to the point where I've cried so much that I can't breathe through my nose. I still sleep with a stuffed animal every single night. Her name is Blackie, and she is a Beanie Baby panther. I used to be a waitress and a bartender. I've snowboarded for 15 years now. I don't drink anything carbonated. I've never had a can or glass, I guess, of carbonated pop or soda or fizzy drink or whatever you want to call it wherever you live in the world. I just don't drink it. I hate carbonation. It is the absolute worst feeling. And speaking of that, I have a really big issue with texture when I eat food. I love the taste of so many things, but I just can't handle the texture. Like when I eat fish or something like that, I like the taste of it, but it's just in my mouth, so I don't eat it. And I think that that's probably why I don't do the fizzy drinks. No matter what, I cannot seem to take the first bite of a veggie burger or a burger, and I cannot take the first bite of a creamsicle. I have no idea why. I always hand it to Glenn and I ask him to make horns for me. I guess it looks like little horns in your burger. My favorite car is a 1967 Mustang Fastback. I want a white one and I wanted it forever. I rarely wear makeup unless I'm on a shoot or I'm filming or I'm at an event. I seriously have a thing of makeup wipes in like the dash of my car that I just peel my eyelashes off and wipe my face off as soon as I am done with whatever I'm doing. It's pretty funny. My favorite My Little Pony is Fluttershy. I'm a huge Canucks fan. My absolute favorite of all favorite players was Trevor Linden, and I did get to meet him, which was the coolest thing ever. I always sleep with a fan on. I love the sound, I love like air on me, and I love a freezing cold room. My parents are still together, and I find that not many people's parents are together anymore, which is a weird concept for me because I have a really close family, and my parents have been together since my mom was 18. I still make fun of Glenn for saying Australian slang. I know I shouldn't. I live in Australia. I should be adapting to whatever you say, but it's still pretty funny and I still make fun of him. So that was my 50 facts about me video. I hope that you enjoyed and learned a little bit about me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and like this video because it does help me out when you like the video. Other people see that you've liked it and then they find me through that, and I appreciate that. Spread the love. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you the day after tomorrow. Bye!